thing. It's a positive thing. It's a wonderful
Okay.
thing. I got a new phone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you stressed out with trying to be able to operate it?
Porting the things over from my old phone to my new phone. So many things just don't smoothly port over.
Is it like Android to Android or Apple to Apple?
No, Android to Android.
You should be able to do that at the store. No?
I didn't buy it from the store.
No, but like if you can either go to like an Android store or like through your carrier, and they should be able to port everything over like it's nothing.
I didn't get the phone from a carrier.
So do you not have a mobile plan?
Yeah, I do. I just transferred the chip from one phone to the other. That's fine. The phone part works. So it's like some of my apps and settings. There's nothing they can do about that.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah, that's frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Like I have this one phone game that I've been playing for months, but it won't port over to my new phone.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Because for Apple products, you usually just restore your purchase.
But like 9 out of 10 of my games transferred. This one just decided it doesn't know how to find the cloud save for it. So I'm frustrated. Plus, I had to re-sign in. I had to re-sign in to like every app. Yeah. So why do you bother storing all my passwords if you just can't automatically send me back into shit?
Well, I guess that's just in case someone with bad intentions gets a hold of the phone. You know, you never know. Because shit happens.
Yep. Okay, so I'm on my old phone looking at this game while I'm waiting for you. Oh, you're logged in. Here you go. Just to see if the cloud sync. No, the same thing's on here. Cannot connect to cloud. Error encountered during cloud save. Process error code unknown. Contact us for more information. So I'll probably contact them and give them a piece of me mind.
Yeah. Definitely.
Tell them about how ticked I am. They are preventing me from porting my game over. I've paid money. I've paid real money on this game. I almost never do such a thing. But this game, I was like, okay, this is all right. So I actually paid a little bit of extra real money. And so I want my game back.
I don't blame you.
Or my money, one or the other.
Like I said, I'm sure they'll be able to do something. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Oh, let's go with that.
So what I purchased in the game is VIP status. Now, when I sign into the game on my new phone, it recognizes that I have that. I haven't lost my VIP status, but it doesn't have my team.
What app is it?
It's a football game. It's
Top Manager or whatever?
No, Idle 11.
Let's see if it's on the App Store.
It is. It's on the App Store.
Well, on the Apple App Store.
Oh, it should be. I don't recommend it. It eats away hours of your life. Unless you want to just watch hours of your life melt away into oblivion, I wouldn't get it.
No, I've played enough idle games to know not to mess with them.
Yeah, this is an idle game that I can't stop playing.
Yeah, I've played a couple of like mining idle games, and I've been so tempted to pay money for them, but I've just never been able to, because like the wait times grow exponentially instead of linearly. Linearly, is that a word? Yeah. So it's just, you're just sitting there doing nothing, and that's exactly what the game wants you to do.
No, this one you don't sit and do nothing. There's just too much to do.
Not necessarily do nothing, but pass the time.
This is when you're constantly doing things on. You don't constantly do things and you fall behind and lose. It has its own stress levels. I'm playing here. I still have a friendly to play. But we finished our friendlies.
How have I not been able to sign you yet? How much wage budget do I have? $4,000. I should be able to sign you. Well, get off my team if you don't think we can make a reasonable bid.
Okay. This game. Let's go at
I have such a big squad.
this team.
It's not even funny.
It's unlike you.
I have 11 and 12 is 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Well, MLS can register 30, so I guess it's not that big for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I feel like it is.
Training. Guess I'm not. So this is officially team. Good job to my players.
What'd they do?
Unfriendly. So I am happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. You're darn right it's nice. It's great even. Fantastic.
We have our last friendly in a couple days.
Okay, choose a captain for the season, it says. Isn't this awkward?
What's more important, leadership or teamwork? In your opinion?
What? Sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
Ty.
What's more opinion? What? I'm hearing you. You don't hear me?
Hello?
Why can't you hear me? I'm talking. Hey,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, now I can hear you. I guess you were answering my question.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry, say it again.
I actually asked you what you asked me because I didn't make out what you said.
What's more important for a captain, leadership or teamwork?
Oh, leadership?
Okay.
But they're both important.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm planning on switching my captain, I think. And I can't warn my existing captain. This should be fun. It's like not even a question. We have to do this.
Okay, hold. Captains. Happened. Oh, because I took your captaincy away out of me. I didn't realize you were still on the team. It's not going to be a good excuse.
I thought you were a ghost and you were gone.
Well, it didn't tell
But
me that
you
he
turned
was the
out to be real.
It didn't. They didn't tell me he was the previous captain. I thought that my previous captain was gone. It's okay. He's fine with me changing.
Aye.
He's not mad that I changed captains. He just
Neither
asked
was.
about it. I was like, "What do you got to say?" And he's like, "Nothing. I'm good."
Who's this guy?
George Dobson. Oh, you
can
weren't
play
talking
up
about
top.
him? Okay.
No. You can play up top. You can play in the middle. Why are you not interested in a loan?
Because he wants to play for a team that wins.
That's us. That is most certainly us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
100%. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. You're that team that wins. Right? Because, who wins more than you? Nobody.
Irish teams, I have no idea. I don't think anyone.
Hey, my new phone's done updating.
There you go.
Let
me see what other.
I'm trying to connect my phone to my PC, and it won't do it. I'm hoping this update fixes that.
At a minimum fee. Okay. Do I even have this much money? Hold on a second.
Holding on.
I want finances.
All the things that are on holding is at the top of my list.
Oh, this can get really close. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can pull off the signing of the season.
No, I already did that.
No, not yet. Oh, with your freaking Florentino player, whatever.
What?
He was from Florentina, Italian, right?
Yeah. And Dobson, too.
Oh, whatever.
I have 2 of the signing of the seasons. It's going to be hard to imagine you could top either of them.
Selling team contribution.
These guys are high championship, low Premier League quality.
He's transfer listed for 180. Alright, let's see if that works. It was rejected.
Said no.
For now.
Yeah, I'll get him. I have no doubt about it. You're definitely going to get him. You're tenacious like that.
Yeah.
If there's a player you want, you just go out and slap him with a codfish and tell him to get on your team.
Alright, so we can't do this then. So we get rid of this. Let's go down to 98. They won $140,000 plus $1,000. Okay, $150,000
Mm-hmm.
plus a 10% profit from next sale. 20%.
Okay. Not bad.
Let's go 15%. Oh, you bums! Now you said 25. You're douches.
If you go back down to 20, they'll probably take it.
Oh,
What?
here's no interested in joining. Never mind.
What? They rearranged our map? Oh, never mind.
Oh, they did?
Never mind. It's different one.
The league game.
Because
Probably.
because we have the President's Cup.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
I still have one more game to play.
A friendly?
Yes, sirree.
Awesome. You just go ahead and tire your players out.
I have 28 players on my team. You think I'm going to play my starting 11?
Yep.
Are you high?
Yep.
How does it feel?
I don't know. Compared to what?
You just said to not feeling high?
I'll let you know when I'm done.
Okay.
High on life.
My goodness.
It's loading.
So you saw I won the Champions League with Houston?
It's pretty great. I thought you gave up on that game.
I did.
and then you ungave up on it. That's cool.
Yeah, I ungave up on it because I was like, screw it. I can't start a new save right now. I might as well just push forward and see how I can do.
That seems fair.
Yeah, and it worked out. The quarterfinals, we went down 3-0 away.
Yeah.
And then we came back for the home leg and won 6-1.
That's not bad at all.
Against, yeah, it was quite the match because we were down 3-0. We tied it 3-3, and then they scored. We beat Molde. They tied it. We tied it to make it 3-3. They went up 4-3, and then we scored 3 more unanswered goals. So for a time, it looked like we might not get it, but we did in the end. I'm proud of the boys.
Man, that was a great story. I laughed, I cried, it had it all.
It did. Those are my stories.
It's a good story.
Well,
so I'm really glad you didn't give up on the save because I remembered how much you were enjoying it prior to the road bump that you hit.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And now it's paid off.
It has, yeah. Now I just
did you still have Benteke?
Yes, and in fact, I think 6 of the 7 games in the Champions League, I think he only played about 3 games in the Champions League.
Because he was injured?
No, I don't think, was he?
Oh, why did he only play that many games?
He must have been injured. I forget who. Oh, like I said, my goalkeeper was injured. I remember that. And my 17-year-old goalkeeper took them over the finish line and ended up winning the Champions League.
That's
17 years old.
That's awesome.
Who else? We had a 17-year-old right back. It was pretty much the same lineup that I had last year.
Yeah.
I made a couple of transfers, but they were after the competition started, so I couldn't register them.
Yeah.
But I just used them in the MLS games, so my players stayed fresh and ready to go.
I mean, I wasn't going to talk about it, but since you're inspiring me, I'll say it. I had a first from a Football Manager
Okay.
first yesterday. Something
You
I
got
had
a
never
son?
accomplished ever before in the history of my playing Football Manager. I've never done this.
Okay.
I had a perfect season with Accrington.
Really? Congratulations.
Yeah. Won all
That's
40
what league?
won all 46 championship games.
Wow.
Yeah. And if you look at my
That's
Football Manager achievements, it finally bloody happened, but I got the immovable object.
what was that 30 plus
30,
games?
30 consecutive games without conceding.
Jesus.
At the same time as winning all 46 league games.
That is fantastic.
I was so stoked.
Now you can do it in this case.
I don't think so. I don't care about doing it anymore. I've already done it once, and that's all I need.
That's true.
It's like, you've got the achievement now,
true.
so it's not like I can get the achievement twice. But yeah, no, I was like, there was a part of me was like, I should post this on our Facebook group. No, man, everybody will just tell me I fucking cheated. There's no point. I'll just enjoy it to myself.
Well, some people will say that. But
I don't care. I'm not really big on posting achievements on there. I'm happy that it happened, and I'm just gonna relish it. And inside my own mind, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any other validation externally. But I wasn't going to say anything, but now I'm going to bring it up just because I am excited about it, and now apparently I am getting external validation, so I'll just enjoy that too. Yeah, I was happy.
Yeah, that's 46 league games. Very tough to do.
Yeah, I know. And we won the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. We lost in the first round of the Carabao Cup. Won the FA Cup with the Championship Accrington side. So I'm going up into the Premier League. It's a really good situation.
And you'll be in Europe too.
And the reason that your mentioning of this is what's got me stoked is that because I have an 18-year-old striker.
Okay.
One of my strikers is 18 years old, and he smashed all the goal-scoring records.
Oh, from your youth system, or did you buy him?
No, he came from my youth system. Yeah, he came from my youth system. But he was like, he's one of those guys you just like, I'm going to ride this guy all the way to the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Those players.
That's fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Oh, man, I was just so stoked. So ridiculously stoked. I'm like, I've never had a perfect season. Ever. Never once. Always had at least one draw, or two draws, or whatever. And it's still nice to get an undefeated season. Those are always great.
Mm-hmm.
Never a perfect season. This is my first one in all Football Managers of all time.
There you go.
And then, of course, to not concede for 30 consecutive matches, that one had some nail biters. Like, I was on game 29, and we were playing against Forest, Nottingham Forest, and they scored 2 minutes in, and I was like, fuck, it's game 29, but they called it back.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, that's great. Hooray. All right, let's tighten up the defense. Let's try to control the ball. Then we scored. Mm-hmm. I was really stoked. And then immediately they scored. And I was like, no. And then they called it back. I was like, that almost never happens twice. And, long story short, it happened a third time. They called back 3 goals on Forest in my 29th game. So that was a nail biter. I really thought that we had given it up.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, I sort of felt bad for Forest. I'm like, at this point, the league is just rigging it so we'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how it feels, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, that's a fantastic achievement. Congrats on being able to do that.
No shit, right? So, I'm going to go up into the Premier League, hopefully in a good situation. We've already got European competition, which is wonderful. My young striker can showcase himself there. Hopefully not too many big clubs come sniffing for him.
I think the last time that's happened was Wigan when they won it against City, if I remember correctly. A championship side in Europe.
Winning FA Cup?
Yeah.
Could be.
Because Wigan went down that year.
Well, That's not new to me. I've won the FA Cup with the Championship side before, which has been.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in real life, though.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I understand you are. I understand that.
Oh, okay.
And it's an amazing thing. Don't get me wrong. It's an amazing achievement. I
Mhm.
just undefeated thing. The perfect season is just so mind blowing.
Absolutely, it's very tough to do.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be very tough to
I
do.
had no words. Let's go with that. I was just like, after the 30th game that we didn't concede, because like, in game 29 was when it was really, I thought it was all going to come down. In game 30, the other team never even got a shot on goal.
Oh, nice.
Well, the good thing was is that the 30th game was an FA Cup match against the League One side.
Oh, so you could do good in that.
Yeah, but I played more of my starters than I would normally have just to make sure that I could secure the clean sheet.
Oh yeah, makes total sense.
Because I was counting them and I'm like, yes, this is my 30th competitive match because they have to be competitive
What are
matches.
you doing?
That was a nice pass. Nice
Shut the
assist.
fuck up.
It's a great assist. Oh,
So,
I thought it was a nice assist. Was that your keeper that did that?
yes.
Stritzel passed that right to Onan. Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. I kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye, but I didn't actually see what he did. Is he playing as a sweeper keeper?
I don't know, but he's off the field now.
Yeah, no, I just wondered, like, play your sweeper keeper.
I don't know. I don't know this tactic by heart. I know my Houston tactic by heart.
You don't know your own tactic? Oh, come on, you guys! Seriously! Seriously! Must we concede? Always? This is. I'm not going to switch to the tactic I have in that. Because. No. I switched to this tactic for this season. You know what's funny is I switched tactics. Why did I do that? I just had a great season. Now I'm playing with a different
I don't
tactic.
know. I don't know your rationale sometimes.
I'm weird like that, I guess. Because I didn't want this mostly, I think.
Let's see.
So we have a penalty, a goal given to
Is it?
us.
Oh,
That's all we've scored.
and only 3 subs. Nice.
And you had already made one.
I'm making the other 2.
At halftime.
Yep.
All right, time to put it on tackle harder. No, I would never.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson to not do that.
Put it on
To get
tackle harder?
stuck in.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
but I could take some of your guys out and you can't substitute them.
Well, true. That is true.
That's the joke I was getting at. But I'm not going to do something crazy.
You
like
wouldn't
that.
do that.
No. No,
Is the league only 3 subs? I don't remember. I think it is.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How the fuck do you pass to the other team as a goalie with nobody near you?
No. Yeah, he wasn't under pressure or anything. So I'd be pretty disappointed with that. So I hung for a reason.
What a ball.
Damn, Lambert. What are you for? Another one of those games where doing really well and inevitably some stupid ball over the top will end thing.
One can only hope.
Yeah, right.
Don't pause it on me.
Didn't.
No. It says it said it was paused.
I was changing a tactic.
Oh, because you injured.
What?
You injured my striker who scored.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was just putting it on time wasting.
Now I'm mad. Now we're gonna get this goal back. Wow. I hate playing against you, god damn it.
I'm sorry.
I never proceed with tactical changes after the goal. Of course I would like to. I only changed them, 10 minutes ago.
Uh-huh. Then we retained the ball for a long time because we were time wasting. Never give you a chance to make your changes.
True.
And then just take that cup, add it to the mantle. I have 2 different trophy cabinets for this team. One for regular cups we win, and one's for when we beat you.
You love being an ass, don't you?
Well, the ones where we beat you mean more to me.
I guess that makes me feel somewhat happy.
Right.
7 weeks.
Those games are always toughest. 7 weeks. Ouch.
Yeah, that's what he said when you stepped on his foot.
I didn't mean to. Which of my players did it? I'll punish him.
I have no idea.
All right. And I'll just tell them all that they're naughty. No steak dinner for them.
Yeah, now that you can afford it.
Aha! Well, I guess they want a cup. Okay, they can have a steak dinner, but no potato with your steak. And they're like, no, but we're Irish. Oh, God, that was horrible.
Wow. I'll get fries then. Because when you say potato, I assume like a baked potato or mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or chips.
Hi,
You
Wayne.
can do chips as well.
I made a funny Irish joke.
Wayne, you gotta beat your friend up for me, please. I'll pay you to do it. Name me a price.
To pay Wayne to beat me up. His arms aren't that long. No.
Who said you needed to use your arms to beat someone up?
He's just saying that he's awfully far away from me.
No help. Nobody's any help today.
Nope.
It's one of those days.
I want to pay somebody to beat me up, and it'd have to be Joanne. She's the only one in close enough proximity that might be willing to do it.
My friend from Edmonton would do it. He'll do it on a hockey rink as well. You keep forgetting I have a friend from Edmonton that's not you.
I guess I did.
Although, probably Joanne will do it for free, though.
Yep.
So, I'll have to think about it.
Most likely. She'd do it for free. She'd be like, why are you picking on him? And then I'd have to face the wrath. Like, stop being mean to Jacob, but with a French accent. I can't impersonate her. I know she'd stick up for you. That part's a given.
Thanks. Excuse me. I thought I took you off the development list. Wait, what? Why is one of my lone players have a transfer bid? I guess I have to buy him out now.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
This will be interesting. A team from the Middle East and a team from Belgium. You want $4,200? Fuck that. Looks like you're not going to be playing much for me.
Oh.
Is this going to be like my Houston save? Everything just goes wrong in the first 2 weeks.
No.
Anything that goes wrong, that can go wrong, goes wrong.
No. Everything will be fine. It's all going to work out in the end.
That's what they all say.
Okay. They all are, but I'm trying to be encouraging.
Alright, well, I appreciate that. Oh, wait, I gotta change my tactic. Stop getting stuck in. You guys can't tackle. Alright, I'm gonna tell my goalkeeper. Oh, wait, is he a sweeper keeper? He is a sweeper keeper. Is he a good passer?
That's why he did it.
He has 9 passing.
It's not bad for this level, but it's not just
it's not.
Not just his
but
passing.
I have take short kicks and distribute to my defenders on.
Okay.
So I guess it's your high pressing that caused that.
It could very well be. What's his composure?
I'll have to look when I start the game up. That could be it. That could be an issue as well.
There's a few factors that would play into why he gave the ball away.
Mm-hmm.
Composure, concentration, passing's not that bad. And then vision. Those 3 things may have been the reason.
Let's see. Concentration 11, composure 10, vision 10.
Yeah, he had no reason to do that then. He's just a bum who did a bum thing.
First touch 9. That's not horrible, but like you said, for this league, it's not that bad.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell him I expect a performance from him.
9 isn't the kind of player that I would expect to be kicking directly to the opposition unchallenged.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to hoof it down the field, fine, but maybe not directly to my attacking midfielder who's only a few feet from the net.
Yeah. I have to remember. This one's the dugout. This one is the league table.
I incorrectly assume I might get more clean sheets with this tactic, but I've conceded.
Action zones, maybe? Sure, let's go with that.
It's an exciting first 20 minutes. 4 goals already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, we're up 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess who scored? Hoban.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like the only one who knows how to score.
With his shiny, fresh new contract.
Yeah. Finally.
Mm-hmm. He earned every penny of that deal.
Mm-hmm.
4-1. Damn. Good start.
It is now 2-0.
Five to 1.
Alright. Just show off.
I guess.
Although you probably should go undefeated in the league.
Holy shit. 11 shots on
6?
goal out of 21 attempts in the first half.
Huh.
Gotta tell them I'm happy with that. Because I am. I'm surprised Gorey hasn't scored a goal yet. Melvin Lambert's got 2. But yeah, Gorey doesn't have one yet. Fully expected he would have scored already. Guess it might take him a little time to settle in.
Oh, just wide.
Oh, of course they scored on us. 7 goals so far in this match.
Sherlock's played 2 games.
Hey, that's not a surprise.
I guess we have a cup game after this.
We both do, or just you?
I do. I know that.
Oh yeah, I do too. 4th round. What? What happened there?
I'm checking.
4th round cup game. I see it. Jaros just passed it directly to their striker. There you go. Retribution. Oh.
Thank you, Jaros.
Fucking guy.
I gotta get you some steak and potatoes now.
I can't believe that. He passed it right to their striker. 5-3 now. We're up 5-1.
Wow.
We gotta stop shipping goals. Yeah, I know. Conceding 3, that's gonna be a problem for me.
Yeah, definitely. I have to exploit that too.
Just hoping this is a case of my players not being used to the tactic yet. They got a .62 XG and they've scored 3. Out of 4 shots on target, they put in 3. I'm just... That's horrible. We had 16 shots on target.
Jeez.
So my offense works. I gotta figure out why the defense isn't working. Super not okay with that.
Alright, we need to score another one, boys. Come on. No, I guess not. Just want to keep it 2. It looks like that's what we're doing. Oh, are they going to score late on? Yeah, off a free kick and off the post. Of course. At the end of the game, the last kick of the game, they score. I gotta stop being like you and not getting clean sheets. My game's over. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, your game's over. 2-0?
2-1.
Oh, sorry. No clean sheet for you. Sucks.
Yeah, same for you.
I know. So Montez's job assists. Jaros, that passing percentage, man. It's got to get better.
Who's this? Oh, Sahido.
I prefer Montez to Zelensky. I I don't know why they say such stupid things in the media. Like that one time, they're like, "We prefer Lambert to Lewandowski." I'm like, "No, I don't. I really don't."
Wait, did you finish 4th in your group or 3rd in the Champions League?
4th.
4th. Okay. I forgot.
I had a couple of wins at the end, but they didn't matter because it was too far gone. Remember, I had to overcome a huge goal differential. That's not happening.
Yes. Okay.
Because I had been spanked so bad in the previous games. So let's see. Headline stories for the transfer window. The top 2 deals were, look, Griffin and Gorey. Oh, the third one was Dobson. The fourth one was Melbourne. I had the top 4 signings of the season. So I don't know what you're on about with this top signing of the season business.
I never signed him.
And Norwood
Or wasn't able to.
wanted too much money, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Only there was a way to.
Yeah, get in the Champions League.
But there's only one spot.
For now. Oh look, another injury. I have 5 injuries right now.
What?
I lied, I have 4. But still.
Does the game just look at it and be like, you got a deep squad. Let's put that to the test, shall we?
Right? Again, beginning of the season. And he got injured while doing a recovery session.
That's perplexing.
Yes it is.
I don't know. This guy just chilling in.
I guess you're talking about me.
Yep. Signed him for free and stuck him on your teams. Okay.
What? When did I sign him? Wait a second.
Got a French left back just chilling out in your under 19s. That he's not ready for first team action yet, but he could play cup games really.
What's
You know what? He probably came to your team and you meant to have him as a backup option.
Yeah.
And they just stuck him in your under 19s and you forgot about him. He didn't come through your youth squad. He French.
Mm-mm. That gives me another center back. Not too shabby.
Center back. He's a left back.
He's another fullback. Close enough. It's been a day.
That's all right. Yeah, no, he's more of a cup player, but those are good to have, especially since he'll do something more actually.
Mm-hmm. Dundalk owner looking to step aside.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh yes.
That could be good. That could be bad.
True. But we could get money, so you never know.
That wouldn't be bad.
Like millions of dollars.
What about?
The game can't really register that. Isn't $2 billion the upper limit?
I'm being hilarious.
You got to try harder than that.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. All right, B team, go and try to win a cup for me. Because you are the B team. It's a pretty good B team. Proved upon my second 11.
Good.
Yeah.
How come there are 17 players that are pleased that the formation could expose us at the back?
That seems odd.
Yeah,
I
just a tad.
have no answer for that. Yeah, players really shouldn't be happy that they can be exploited in their formation.
Yeah. Why did I not know that I use wingbacks? I thought I used fullbacks. Oh well.
It's the same damn thing.
Eh,
Wait,
what's similar?
are they pushed forward?
I think they're on support.
No. Like, are they playing in a line with your central defenders, or are they forward?
They're forward. They're wingbacks. Unless I'm not. No, I'm not understanding.
Okay, you know how you can move a fullback forward one space on the pitch?
Oh, okay. They're in a line with my center defenders.
Okay, then they're not true wingback. All right.
Just the fake ones.
Oh no, they're still they're still wingbacks. Like I use them wingbacks the same way.
All right, let's try focus. 8 shots, 4 on target, 0 goals.
That's your team? What?
Uh-huh. Yep, 11 shots, 5 on target.
We just got to the 10-minute mark. We're up 3-0.
Well, we're at halftime.
Wow. Last game. That was definitely a trip in the box. Let's see who my penalty taker is. Tabi. Yeah, sure. You can take it. Working on the railroad again?
Well, yeah, because they're not working this game right now.
Aw.
We're playing so high up right now, too. It's not even funny.
I'm sure we'll get to halftime soon.
Oh, what a goal, Ryan O'Kane. Thank you. Just bends it right into the far corner. Goalie couldn't see it.
Good.
Neither could I. That's how fast it was.
sure we'll reach halftime eventually. Your game will be over by the time we hit halftime.
Yeah. Unless we go to extra time.
Put it on time wasting because, man, I need the clock to tick down some.
23 shots, 10 on target.
And no goals.
1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
tough
bad.
to take. That's tough to take.
Now 2, thank you.
That makes it a little bit. What's your XG?
1.35.
We have 14 shots on target, but 9 of them have gone in. And now we're at halftime.
Wow.
9-0 at halftime.
Can you make it 18?
No chance. I've turned on time wasting, so I don't think that'll happen.
It'd be cool to see that, though.
Yeah. I mean, this is a non-league team, so I'm not terribly shocked, but it's just it's more than even I was expecting.
Yeah.
There's 3 substitutions in this one. I did. Every time my guys score, it says it's the first goal of the season for him, even though he's popped in a couple. Bobby scored 3, and every time it's like first goal of the season. I'm like, oh no, it's not.
That's a glitch.
Yeah, I know. Okay, they took a red card. Wow. Yeah,
You done?
No.
Oh, are you reading something?
No, I was just my striker just scored his 4th of the game.
Wow.
Having a good
11?
Yeah, 11 nothing so far. And I thought they were about to steal the clean sheet. Which on my team is sometimes an inevitability. That was their first shot attempt.
Mm-hmm.
It's 12.
Jeez.
Yeah, Josh Sims scored his 1st of the season again.
It'll change next game, I bet.
Sometimes it changes within the game. Like Sims had first goal of the season, first goal of the season, first goal of the season, and when he scored his 4th, it said 4th goal of the season.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
maybe they have to score 4.
I don't know. I've had it happen where they say first goal, and then on their second goal, it does say second goal. I never know when it's going to work and when it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
It might be after the half. The half has to change maybe or something because he scored his first 3 in the first half.
That's a possibility.
Oh, there, my game is finally over.
Hallelujah.
Hmm.
I thought it was never going to end. Neither did the other team, to be honest.
Yeah. Similar opinions were shared all around.
Alright.
You're out on loan. Okay, still though, months, dude, sucks. It's like this guy got injured for 3 months. I'm like, he wasn't even playing.
Mm.
This is my
Excuse me.
strikers.
2 to 5 weeks, 4 to 7 weeks, 2 to 4 months, and 3 days.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Youth facilities upgraded. Contrast to the things you're saying.
Mhm.
He's got like all kinds of negativity reigning over there, so we're just going to say something positive. It's a lot of freaking injuries to start the season. Like, I don't think you've had that many total.
Yeah, it's I find it hard that one more person wants to live in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Um.
You just saw that? That's funny.
Yeah. Well, I think he was born and raised in Edmonton, so he owns a. He has a couple of horses as well.
So, okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with it.
I was just talking about him.
Okay, all right, cool. Shut up, bot. I don't buy followers. Get out of here. Buy you a kick in the arse.
Hmm.
I seriously can't believe people do that. Buy followers.
I can see it. People will buy anything.
I don't know. Streaming is kind of its own like thing. You know, like I've already made a little over $200 doing it. I consider that successful, considering I'm doing things I was already going to be doing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money, but it's more money than I would have had.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, get the.
Alright, I'm done with this game today. It hates me. It hates me
That's
today.
too soon. Too soon. Stupid game. So look at the schedule. Look at the schedule from August the 3rd. Or I guess no,
We
sorry.
play each other
That's March
4 times.
March the 8th. March the 8th till April the 1st. Oh, we played April the 1st. Go figure. Yeah, we play each other 3 times in a very short amount of time there.
4 times in a month and a half if you include the President's Cup.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, I mean, if our teams don't already have a rivalry in the game, it'll definitely.
We don't. I have one with Shamrock, not you.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to develop one.
It means I gotta win some.
That's incredible that happened. Those games in such a short time. This is assuming they don't get friggin' rearranged and stuff, though.
True.
This is a bit of a condensed schedule for me, though. You, then Bahamians, then you within a week. I'll have to see. I'll definitely be prioritizing the matches.
As you always do.
Yeah, I mean, at least until I've clinched it.
What's fucked up?
Me too.
You are. Sometimes.
What? No.
Oh.
I wasn't actually talking. Oh, that was a funny time to respond to that, wasn't it? I guess I didn't realize what I was saying just then. No, I was not talking to you. Now I realize what I've said.
At least you know.
That's right. I was able to loan Charlie Brown out. I can't sign a guy named Charlie Brown. How could I resist? Man, I've still got too many strikers. What am I?
Loans. Loans.
One of them is in on loan, and who do I loan out? I have 5 players that I really want to play.
You just can't do that.
I can. I've got 2 striker roles. I can rotate them enough, I think, to keep them happy. We'll see.
Ooh, we're playing Shelburne with the team in first.
I'm playing Shamrock, the team in second.
And I'm going to lose my striker.
Start Zatona today. No, that's dumb. This is the problem with the strikers I have is I don't want to sit any of them out, but I don't want to play with 3.
Still can't convince you to do 3.
No, I looked at it, and that's actually the tactic I played with Accrington.
Gotcha.
With the 30 consecutive... Well, actually, we had got to 32 consecutive clean sheets and a 46 consecutive wins in the championship. That I use a 3-striker formation for that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little overpowered,
I would have liked it, definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty overpowered.
Well, just because that's what I used last year.
Yeah, well, it's not the same one, though.
I assume it's similar?
I don't know. I don't remember looking at you. Did you have an attacking midfielder in addition to?
No.
This one does. This one
I
have
had
an
a
absolute
defensive midfielder.
Yeah, I don't have a defensive midfielder on this one. The objective to this tactic is the other team never sees the ball.
So it's like a 4-2-1-3 or something like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly what it is, and it's crazy.
If you can't see the ball, then you can't score. If you can't score, you can't win. If you can't win, you'll lose.
Yep, and I found it very effective.
Good.
Yep.
Don't post it on the Steam network.
I don't.
Or the Steam Workshop, rather.
I don't intend to. If I post it, it'll just be for you, and you can access it and take it. But I mean, I wouldn't want you to use it against me in this game.
Oh no, I'm sticking to my 4-4-2.
But you could totally have it if you wanted to play it on a different save. Test it out
No,
and see if you find it as successful as I did. There's Gory's first goal. He got his first goal. Way to go, Italian guy, number 1.
12 shots, 7 on target, 0 clear-cut chances. 0-0 halftime.
Oof, man, what is going on with your team? It's a good tactic, obviously.
Idea.
That's good numbers.
I have absolutely no idea.
How many of you starting 11 are brand new players?
That could be it, actually.
It might just be settling in yet. I mean, they're starting well, but once they settle in, I bet you they can start banging them in.
But they're so much better than the competition, they shouldn't have to try.
I see what you're saying. With those kinds of numbers, they should really be kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah.
But they just might need some time, that's all.
Oh. It's 1-0. Oh no, it was saved.
Oh my god, really? He's saying it's 1-0 as the ball is in flight because it looks like it was a...
Yeah.
Oh, Eccles, that's why I lost sub you on, buddy. Nice free kick. Holy crap.
Now it's 1-0. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what was that? Man, I have my new central defender that the guy assigned Holm. He's takes a lot of risks. He's up in the attack sometimes, and I've got him playing as a ball playing defender.
Huh, wow.
Yeah, sometimes he just jumps up into the attack. He's got a PPM for that, or I should look.
Hoban on the breakaway and goes right at the keeper. 17 shots, 10 on target, a 1.0 xG.
I can't fathom. Why is this guy that?
Oh, look, another injury.
Short, simple passes. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any. I don't know why he's arriving. Yeah, I just got an injury too, actually. He got injured. Scores his first goal, gets hurt. Swiderski. Didn't score on me. Temenuzkov, or whatever. That's the guy that scored on me, but he's also hurt.
All right, we have a penalty. Hoban scores. Let's demand more.
Demand more when you're up.
Oh. No, it's 1-1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's 1-1. We can't lose ground on you already.
When you said 1-0, I thought you meant for you.
Nope, and we're going to draw 1-1.
Oof.
So, congrats on winning the league.
2 games in. 2 games in.
It's not like you're going to drop many points.
Could drop them to you, then.
Wait a minute. Do we have 2 going to the Champions League this year?
I never checked.
It doesn't show. It doesn't fucking show. Why? Oh, wait, qualification. I can look at qualification. It's not showing. I think this happened last time as well. It didn't show for the first half of the season.
Yeah, because I don't think that's decided until the current Champions League season is finished.
It would be decided for the following Irish season. So let's say the Champions League ends in what year are we in? 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So the spots will be awarded for during the 2024 Irish season. So the spots are allocated for the 2024-25 Champions League cycle.
Oh.
It's weird. It's like offset by 6 months.
Yep.
Because Ireland is, like March to whatever.
Yep.
For the league.
Yep. It's all completely.
Mm-hmm.
Log ahead. Let's get ready for.
More fun than a kick in the shins.
I couldn't think of anything to title it, so that's
good.
It's as good as anything. Thought it was funny, accurate.
I agree.
So who will this game? Got injuries. One lacks injuries. Especially not the injuries.
Mm.
Irish League Cup. I have. You're not even in the draw yet. Why?
I have no idea.
I'm the holders of the damn trophy, and I have to play in this round, and you don't.
That's funny. I have no idea. I really don't.
Well, at least my backup keeper got hurt.
Everyone's getting injured today, it seems.
Yes. Seems like exactly what. I mean, short of some kind of miracle, he's never going to see a game anyway.
True. Alright, game number 3. Let's see if we can win this one. Unfortunately, I have an unchanged lineup.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because last game I played backups. This game I need to play backups in order to play my first team against you.
I didn't play you for like 3 games.
I know, but I work my way back, so your game is the most important. I want my first team for that game. And there's 2 games every 7 days, so
Let's see.
the game before, I'll play my backups. And then 2 games before your game, I play my starters. That way, they have a week's rest.
I follow. I follow what you're saying.
Good. I'm glad you follow. Because I'll be leading soon.
You'll be winning the league soon? Good.
No, maybe like 100 years from now.
Well, early to be predicting anything at the moment.
Mm-mm. Don't you dare try that with me.
What? I'm not counting. It's like kind of one game at a time, and hopefully things work out. I said he'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna just cakewalk the league." Then you just know bad luck's gonna hit me and shit.
If that's what you believe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 0-0 at the halftime. That's the first time that's happened.
First time in a while, yeah. Oh, that was the other team.
I mean, I'm playing too many tired. Let's make a few substitutions, see if I can better this situation. Oh, Nen, why didn't you shoot? Oh, well, that's a nice pass. We'll take that goal. Benson scores just in time to be subbed off.
Huh.
Still coming off. But a nice goal for Benson. Not on a penalty. So, you know.
Probably his only one of the season.
He's already scored a penalty this season.
That's not a penalty.
Yeah, he scored 3 that weren't penalties last season. Satona!
Oh,
yeah, he did. There's Satona's first goal of the season. Bit of a lead. Young Guns. And I hate it. We got dark blue shirts, and they've got slightly less dark blue shirts. Like,
Oof.
I can't tell who's who half the time.
I had that a lot with Morecambe last year. Oh, thank God we scored. Oh, look, it's Hoban again. The only one who knows how.
Yep, it's a shame that guy's going to be too old to play soon. I wonder what you'll do once
He's
he's
not.
gone.
He's only like 31.
31, 32, whatever. It's pretty old.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he's practically decrepit. He's falling apart as I watch him.
Nah. Oh, look, it's 2-0 now. Thank God.
Who scored it?
My
Somebody else.
Turkish. Yeah. My Turkish striker who's leaving.
Why is he leaving?
I got him in on loan, and then a Middle Eastern club made a bid for him on a free transfer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Took you too long to sign him permanently yourself, eh?
He wanted too much money.
Oh.
I got him in on loan for $300 a week. He wanted like 4,800 a week.
Okay.
Yeah. So I politely said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, right? As politely as possible. Except for not.
Alright, let's take my 3 subs before I forget.
I'm happy with the outcome of this game. My manager wants to tell them not to get complacent. It never goes well. I don't ever want to tell them that. It's like, get as complacent as you want. That's what I'd like to say to them.
I usually point my finger at them and tell them not to get complacent. That
Yeah.
works for me.
Anytime I try to tell them not to get complacent, they get mad. So I avoid that. I tell them they did well. If they're complacent next match, then I'll tell them to smarten up.
Fair enough.
Yeah. There's ways to talk them out of complacency. Solid game for your team, playing backups.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Funny to me that Hoban's a backup.
He doesn't lose fitness as much as the others. As quickly as the others. Surprisingly.
That's good.
It is now 3.
Yep, I know, I'm watching.
Oh, you're in the game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Of course
Got
you
him.
did.
Oh, I wanted to see this one. Because it looks like it's going well. Cool. It's not a disappointing game in any way, shape, or form.
No, not at all. Finally, they screwed the heads on tight.
Yep. Gotta give them some creds for that. So Sligo Rovers. For town. It's long. Oh, Nen with a goal and 2 assists. Man. You are great, Jaden.
Wow.
This game. Tabby. It's 2 assists in 1 game. Yeah, you'll play the next one. To the next game, and then I'll figure out. Sit out. Look at all these heavy match loads. Oh, God.
Let's see, how many heavy match loads do I have? Oh, just my backups, essentially.
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah. I don't care if they get injured. I care if my first team gets injured.
Yeah. True story. Gory's out for a bit still, so this at least lets me rotate in some other strikers, even though I didn't want him to miss time. Yeah, striker's the one position I can take a hit and not worry too much about it.
Anyone else want to get injured? Going once? Going twice?
Got another injury.
No? Okay. No. Just asking my team if they want to get injured.
I don't think they do. Sounds
I'm
like
glad you think that.
it's a funny way of telling them to get bent. Legs aren't supposed to go that way.
It's just,
So who team has yet to play a game? Leahy. Can I sign you?
Was that my Leahy?
Yeah, I think this is the guy signed off. Yeah, I signed him up. Still have him. That's very nice of me.
You probably gave him a wage increase, so he doesn't mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Forrest.
And there's no way to check that, is there?
No. There's no way to know what he was paid last season.
That's silly.
It is. Jamie Lennon? Guess we're going to have this guy that played for me 2 seasons ago, but I don't remember. First year. Wait.
Probably why you don't remember him. Because your first team is significant. The team you had your first season is significantly worse than the team we have now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I do have several players from that team that are still here, but most of them aren't starters anymore. Forrester hasn't even played a single game yet. Hasn't even appeared in a game. Hasn't even sat on the bench yet.
You can check that. Oh, not selected. That's what you would do in the tactics part.
But no, Forrester plays for me.
No. You said he hasn't even gotten on the bench yet.
I didn't.
And I said you. Huh?
I haven't put him on the bench yet.
Yeah, and I said you can check that. And then I said to myself, "Oh yes, you can." By going to the player's name.
I just know that I've not played him or put him on the bench at all. I just know that he hasn't been even remotely thought about yet. He's not going to be making any appearances this season. I don't think.
Fair enough.
Let me look. See. I guess I could put him on the bench for this game. Pop him in Italy. Let's do that. Doesn't play. So we're gonna go the bench because you haven't.
What?
Weird sounds.
I didn't hear anything. So,
Did you yawn?
no, not
Sounded
this time at least.
sounded like a yawn.
Maybe I was just fixing myself or whatever, getting in a better position.
Hard to say. There, my
Because
bench looks much better for this game. No starters can possibly play in this game. Should I really decide? Oh no.
Go ahead, why not?
Uh, these guys need to play.
You gotta live on the edge sometimes.
Okay, we're living on the edge. Here we go. This is the team I'm rolling with. I know that it's foolish to do, but it's happening. Maybe we'll throw away some points and Jacob hope.
Please, I appreciate that. Oh, and watch you win 5-0.
I'm trying to rotate my players here because I've got a lot of really tired guys. It's not a single starting 11 players, even on the bench. Well, not starting 11, starting 10. Same keeper. I never change my keeper. I don't know why I say that. 1-0. 1 minute in.
See?
It's a nice start.
£12 from 12.
2-0. I'm not worried. Not that I was
Told
ever
you.
really worried. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's really nice to
Mm-hmm.
these goals. Oh, they almost got one back. That would have been.
Shamrock has been the better team. It's you would score 2 more afterwards. Don't worry. We are getting. Yep, there's the goal. We are down 1-0.
Sorry to hear that. That's disappointing.
Might be 2. It is not. Okay.
My email has just exploded with new login notifications. It's like if somebody was going to hack me, now would be the time because I may not notice. Okay, at least I read them all.
Right?
At least I read them all and see the location. So yeah, no. Shamrock Rovers 1-0. No, do not lose to those bums. They're just bums. They're a bunch of bums. They don't deserve to have points. Actually, not against us.
It is frustrating.
Complacent, you are coming off. Stirs season debut.
Left. Or not. Sure, just punt it right to the other team, right? Because that's what you want to do.
They score?
Let's find out after this highlight. Yes, they did.
Why, Jacob? Stop it. Stop it. Fucking Shamrock. Invited those guys anyway.
Yeah. Alright, that's one back.
You can do it.
13 minutes left.
Do it.
Doesn't look like it. Nope.
Game ended?
Alright. Yep. Oh yeah. Let's figure this out.
$11,000 to $15,000 per week. Yeah, no, we're paying that soon, if ever.
Jesus.
Right? These guys are just like, they're interested in joining my team, but not for money we can afford.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy my team has some money now, but not that much. We don't have anywhere near that much. Forking up 2,600 a week for Dobson, I was like, man, this is a lot of money.
And then the guy comes fivefold on top of that. Like, oh, you can pay me this. Absolutely. But to be fair, you're in the Champions League.
I'm paying Gory
So,
$3,800 per week.
You got millions and millions of dollars.
Millions and millions of rubles.
That wage budget should skyrocket.
Millions of rubles.
Okay, one of my injuries is one of my injured players is back, but he won't be back in time for this game.
Gory's coming back. Ready for this game either. prioritize my player.
Sounds like a plan, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I'm real excited to have Barcelona back, but it's just nice to have this many good players to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Which of my many talented players shall I put in this game? Slow, going to sit you out. Not that I want to. I'm not playing with a center back on my bench. What is this madness? All right, yeah. If anything, it gives me an excuse to start Forrester. He's a club legend after all. Deserves to play.
Ooh, yeah. Is he listed as a club legend in the game, or are you giving him that designation?
I am giving him that designation, but I'll go look and see if he is.
Okay.
It's a favored personnel, so he's got that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's under favored personnel, so that's a thing.
That's good for him. He'll be a legend at some point.
I'm already an icon. It's
Of
only a
course
couple
you are.
seasons in.
Of course you are. You got them to the Champions League group stage.
Woo!
And won the league back to back.
Super woo! Yep, I'm pretty stoked on that.
Which game do you play on Wednesday night?
I have a game scheduled for Wednesday night.
You don't? Do you stream on Wednesday?
Yeah. Stream every day.
So what do you stream on Wednesdays?
Usually I wait and see
Just whatever you feel like?
whatever my friends want to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nobody's booked anything on Wednesday yet. There's a good chance it'll be Satisfactory with Wayne and Dan.
Okay.
Could possibly be 7 Days to Die with Annie and Sidewinder. I don't know. It depends on who asks me first. Why? You want to play this on Wednesday? Because I'm totally wide open for that.
I'm thinking about it because, well, I was going to talk to you tomorrow about this, but if you want, we can talk about it now. Because I have to go down to school on Tuesdays, right? Whereas Wednesday night and Thursday I don't. I can stay home Thursday.
Oh yeah.
And I get an extra hour of sleep, which means I can play an extra hour later.
Oh, so you want to move Monday to Wednesday?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to ask you tomorrow, I was going to ask you your opinion on that.
Whatever works best for you has always been my opinion on that. Because I'm pretty open, and my schedule as of now has no other solid concrete plans in it. And if we want to switch Monday to Wednesday and that makes it easier on your life, I'll just let everybody know that's the case.
Do you want to try this Wednesday and see how it goes?
Sure. Absolutely.
As a trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if it makes it easier for you, I'm all for it. Because, I understand, you've been saying, Mondays are a bit rougher because of the way your schedule fell.
Yeah.
I'm adaptive. I can change, whatever you need.
There's a breakaway for the other team. What? And he hit the post. Sorry. Sorry, my game just went crazy.
No worries. That's
yeah.
what's important. That's the whole point of what we're doing here is playing the game.
But yeah, so like I said, at least I can stay up an hour later,
Sure.
and I don't think I'd be as tired.
That sounds good.
That should have been
Honestly,
a goal.
your health comes first. So I just got to adjust my schedule. That's it. I just got to change my schedule, and people will be fine with it.
Okay, so let's try to do a trial run on
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a bonus coming in. As far as I'm concerned, 2 in a week is always a bonus one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, that's cool. I'm down for it.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. And if you decide next week that Wednesday works better than Monday, you let me know, and I'll just tweak things and make it so.
Oh yeah, I'd be able to let you know Thursday or Friday, the latest.
Oh, that's not a big deal, but that's great. Yeah, that way I can plan things with other people, which I enjoy doing. Keeping everybody in the.
Absolutely.
I'm just really happy I have so many people to play games with all the time.
Yeah, that is good because honestly, I only play this game with you, and like I don't play games with other people anymore.
Well, because you don't. If you had a better computer, you might.
Well, I mean, I used to play console games as well with my friends, but as you can see, I got out of that.
Yeah, if you had a better computer, you might jump into some of the things we play. So we play a lot of.
I have to win the lottery.
If you need to win the lottery, you just need to come into a lot of money. It doesn't have to be the lottery.
I would like it to be the lottery because then I'd get you a computer.
Oh, thanks. Wow. Yeah, the lottery would be pretty sweet. I mean, you play the lottery?
Only when it's big.
Oh man, see, that's what everybody's playing. God damn it! Okay, so it's 1-1 in my game. It's bad. I have to demand more from my team. Sub off. I went with too many backups this game. Punished for it. So I have to put out some starting players that hopefully get me back into this one. Really wanted to play the young guys this game. Chance because drop some points to the last place team. We're gonna pull a Jacob here.
Oh.
They took a red card. Okay, that might help my chances. Well, the last place team got points off of almost exclusively season. No, that's not true. They won a couple against other people. Yeah, no, they're giving me a
penalty
game right now. There's our lead back, Eccles from way out there. Glad I subbed him on.
Coolman makes it 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 for us as well. I had to sub on some quote unquote better players in order to get hold of this game because man, they were really coming at us. Oh, penalty. Let's see who's probably top. I'll just leave him out there to take the penalty. Eve Stabby, who I also bought in my
Accrington.
Is it Akron? No, it was my I started a Red Star game on Friday. Back to Red Star.
Oh, okay.
I bought him on that.
That's right.
Because he's French.
Okay.
So I bought him on that one. I was like, yeah, I know who he is. He comes good. I'm going to buy him again.
Did I tell you I found a USA database that has like all the professional leagues in America?
And you told me.
Oh, okay. And I won't talk about it again.
You can. Oh, you just mentioned that you found it. You didn't talk about it.
Yeah. Well, it has the MLS, the USL Championship, which is the second tier, USL 1, which is the third tier.
Wow.
There's two divisions in the third tier. There's USL 1 and the NISA.
Okay.
And they have the fourth division, USL 2. USL 2 is where I played youth football
Nice.
For a team that's called Cedar Stars Academy, and they've been around now for about 15 years or so.
Yeah.
And no players of note yet, but it was a good time. Got to travel South America twice. I've gone to Virginia, Alabama, Massachusetts, all over the East Coast.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. But yeah, and they even have the college soccer in there as well, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right on.
It makes it more realistic.
Didn't mention that you scored 2 more goals, but hey, good job.
Oh, because we just conceded.
Oh, well, still up 4-2.
That's true.
Yeah. Which is still great.
4 different goal scorers as well.
Yeah,
which is good to see.
I just won 3-1 with 3 different goal scorers. Yeah, something similar.
Our Derry City at a minus 15 goal difference in 6 games. Okay, 4-2 final.
Really? So they just lost by 5 to somebody?
I guess so.
They were minus 9 going into that game.
So then it'd be 6 if they're minus 15.
Oh, yeah. 7-1 to Shamrock.
Wow.
Shamrock Rovers. Still.
Yeah, hopefully they can help us.
Yeah, we just got to try to stay out front of them ourselves. That's the real challenge.
Yeah. Now we get to play you.
Right.
Oh, table first. I almost said 3 times in a month.
I'm not sure if he's going to be back in time for this game. Let's hope.
And we're away too.
Even better.
Let's do this. Let's see how this goes.
Let's do this! How's your injury situation?
I think I only have 2 now. Let me double check.
Is Temenuzkov back?
Yeah. Oh no, the striker now.
Oh, good, because he scored on me last time. I'm happy about that.
You injured him. No, I think I injured the next game. No, you injured him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what he gets for scoring on us.
Wow, that's not nice.
I guess. I know Gabriel Gori got his first goal of the season and then promptly got injured. I'd like to see him get out there and earn some of his money.
How much is he getting paid?
I think he's the highest paid player in the league. 3,800 per week in my currency.
Jesus. Yeah, that's some rich man currency right there.
I'm pretty sure he's the highest paid player in the league. So your highest paid player is 1,700 a week. And he's a backup goalkeeper. Okay. You're paying a guy to not playing him 1,700 a week to not play.
Yep. That's me.
course, he's tied with Oban and Walks,
Mm-hmm.
which are highest paid players. But at least those guys are in your starting 11. See, Shamrock's highest paid player has 2 players that are making $2,200 per week. See, Shelburne maybe? Nope, they got nobody over 1,000. Emians has nobody over 1,000.
You can look at this. Go to the league and go to league stats.
Dude, there's only 10 teams. This isn't going to take long. Almost done.
I'm gonna player detailed.
No, nobody else even other than Derry City. They have a couple guys making 13.
Yeah,
Nobody else even has another player over 1,000. So yeah, Gory's by far the highest paid player. Followed by Dobson.
I thought you could check on the stats page.
Here over. Failed. See no place to. I don't see anywhere to check that.
Oh, nope. Only
Matter.
finances for the team.
It don't matter. I know I have the 2 highest paid players.
It doesn't matter.
We got the moolah.
Yeah, I don't like to be reminded of that.
Yep. I can just. You don't want me to start singing the Geordie Birch song, moolah moolah.
No, thanks.
So.
Oh, this is our makeup man. Good luck.
Thank
I'll
you.
need it.
Thank you. 15 seconds in. What's going on? Oh, okay. Nothing.
Wow, 4 teams tied on 11 points.
Yeah, it's quite the race there. We have almost as many goals as points.
Yeah.
That's a more impressive stat to me, is that we're actually scoring that much. So we had like so many games where we were bereft of goals last season. And we'll probably still hit some of those slumps, but we'll see. I mean, Benson really hasn't, not yet, he hasn't done a lot to add to my team. I do expect him to actually, or not Benson, sorry, freaking defensive midfield. Dobson.
Oh, turn up.
Hasn't done a lot yet, but he will.
That's BS.
Lambert, assisted by Gory. The Gore Man. The Goremeister. Gorapalooza.
How high are you playing? All the way up? I think that's what it is. I fucking hate this game.
And
Alright.
all right, I've seen enough. that's what that sounds like. It's like, all right, I've seen enough of this shit already.
Why? Play him, play him.
Here it comes. Got it, though. Press him, Onen. Press him! It's interception. Counterattack! Benson! Boom! He can score without penalties. Oh, what? Oh,
Nice.
that was a hell of an individual effort. He just made Holm look like a friggin' pylon.
Yeah.
Walked
I
around
like it.
everybody in scores. Like, why didn't you just do that more often? What the hell was that? You should just do that all the time, whoever that guy was.
Bailey.
Is that one of your
Odin
strikers?
Bailey.
Striker?
Yeah. I think he's on loan, if I remember correctly.
Well, he just made Holm look like a pylon. That was really impressive because he's not easy to beat. He's a very good defender that he just turned inside out. And then the move on the keeper was kind of sweet, too. Probably shouldn't. First goal of the season? No, he scored before now. See, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. This is not his first goal. Tell my God that I'm happy. Shots on goal. Hey! Nicola, thanks for the follow. Say hey if you're not a bot. I would really appreciate that. Bots lately, so if you're a real person, say hi. 2.15, I guess. Oh, you're a real person. Hello. How are you? I am beating Jacob savagely right now. He's not happy.
Nope.
Yes, Wayne, I
Not
know.
at all.
I know you're a bot. That's okay. You're the only bot allowed. I expected a much tighter game than this, to be honest. Although now your team's
I
taking
got a
the
story.
ball. What's your story?
No, it's for after the game.
Oh. Did you screw something up in your tactic prior to this game and just realized it now?
Nope. I'll tell you, don't worry.
Searching for somebody to hear while you're playing. Who are you playing as?
How is that not offside?
I don't know. It looked offside to me, too. I'll take it. Can't believe beating you 6-1. That's... I both feel bad and also kind of like proud. Playing FM in Albania. It's a tough league, I've heard. Which team are you? My left back got a goal. Why not? At this point, anything goes. Let's go ahead. Couple of substitutions. How high up Cabeccio is? Like that. Try to get back.
Now watch that be offside. Oh no, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he didn't even keep up with. Well, that's all right. When everything goes wrong, it really goes wrong sometimes, doesn't it?
Yep.
My big thing right now is I hope that I can keep my composure and humility as much as you do if this ever happens in reverse. Absolutely smash me.
Oh, it'll never happen.
Oh, but it could.
We know that.
It could.
No, it won't.
This is brutal, though, this
I've
game.
never.
Wow.
Oh, all right. I'll tell you now. My center back's in goal.
What?
Yeah.
You put your center back at goal? Why'd you do that?
I said, "Fuck it."
Oh my god. Oh, that explains it.
He did. I wanted to see if he couldn't let in no more than 3 for the rest of the game, and he got close.
Okay, that's
he did.
Interesting.
So, I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna ever beat you, especially in the near future. So,
oh,
Jesus. I'm just gonna take it as a loss.
No. You gotta try to win. You can do it. I have
no,
faith.
I did. I tried to win. You scored 3 in 15 minutes.
And then you put your center half in goal. I didn't notice that. Oh,
I was waiting for you
to notice. Yeah, no, I hadn't.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out a way to make my team slow down without shipping the game. So I put on time wasting, lowered their tempo. It's a bad idea though, because now your team's kind of controlling the game. I don't really want to concede more goals. My goal differential might get all messed up. What the fuck? It's 8-1. What a stupid thing to say.
Well, at least now you have more goals than points.
Yeah. And then
you hit the post. You hit the
I'm serious. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now for your team. Other than that really nice goal by Bailey, which he just owned everybody on the pitch.
Oh my god. I think I'd be okay with half my team injured right now, to be honest.
Then at least you'd have an excuse.
I'm going to tell him I was elated.
No.
That's okay.
Did you actually tell them you're elated with that game?
Yeah.
Just to be ironic?
Yeah.
You know this game doesn't speak sarcasm, right?
I'll say fuck Miles in every post conference then. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
They should have gotten your sarcasm. It's their fault. Oh gosh. Okay. Wow. It's,
There's still none of them have bad morale yet. So
that's
one
good.
bad loss isn't gonna kill the vibe.
No, is it the exact same 4-4-2 as you used last season? Like, have you tweaked it or changed anything? It's exactly the same. Okay.
No, because I finished second. I'm not gonna beat you, so it's not like I can't beat you, and I can't get into the Champions League. So
well, no, the reason I asked is because the tactic when you used it last season, our games were really, really close.
Well, your team is exponentially better.
Yeah, since last season, that's true.
Yeah.
Biggest ever win. All right. And it was against Jacob. My God. Again, welcome. I feel simultaneously bad and also proud. Because I know that's not easy.
Don't feel bad.
But thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm also super proud to do that against your team because I know that that's probably the biggest challenge, Shamrock aside, that I could have faced. So, Ray.
Oh, look, and they refunded the supporters. Good for you. You've done fantastic.
I refunded the supporters. Oh, it's just when that happens, that's funny. That's extra funny when that happens. I've had my players do that once or twice in games that I've played in the past where we lost really horribly, and it's inexplicable loss, right? And then the players are like, "Yeah, we're going to refund the supporters." I'm like, "Why? You paid for those tickets. Like, games happen."
Doesn't affect your finances.
No, it affects theirs, not your own exactly. Yeah, the team still got money. That's just it. The players, they shouldn't be paying out of their own pockets for stuff like that.
How do they even manage to do that? Like in real life, is my question.
Yeah, they don't make that much.
No. But like, if they were to actually refund the supporters, like, how do you track down everyone who was at the game?
Oh, right. I guess that's true because you know what? It can't even just be based on proof of ticket purchase because not everybody keeps their ticket stubs.
Yeah, and not everybody pays by credit card. Some pay by cash.
That's an interesting
Like,
question.
if everyone paid by credit card, you can just refund it. Well, the players would give the team the money, or the team would then give the fans the money. It'd be like a little train, I guess.
You are not wrong.
Yeah. So I don't understand. Like, it's just not like they're gonna have money outside the bus to go home, and they give the money back then because they don't expect to lose that bad.
Make a good point. How do they know?
That's an unrealistic thing that FM does in this game. I want it gone for next year.
I mean, I guess it depends on the size of the team too. If it's a small market, small area, wouldn't be that hard.
But still, then the players wouldn't want to pay out of pocket because they're not making as much money.
It's true. But the tickets are cheaper. And none of this holds up. It doesn't matter.
Alright, I'm telling Miles to get rid of this stupid thing in the game. It's unrealistic, and it never happens in real life.
Okay.
So, he wants the game to be more realistic.
Stop letting players pay out of their pocket for bad losses, because they never do that. And even if they did, they wouldn't. I don't care if they did. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, they're... Go ahead.
Is there any real life examples of that happening, I wonder?
No, I don't think so. Because you think that would get some media attention, at least, right?
Yeah, I would think that.
I couldn't figure one out for you. And besides, most of the games that we see, the clubs are too big to be able to give everyone a refund.
God damn. Yeah, I can't find a single thing on the internet about players ever doing that. So, I don't think it's ever happened. Until somebody shows me proof of otherwise. Then I can raise my eyebrows and say, wow, there's precedent for Miles's ridiculousness. Benson! Benson has 3 goals that aren't penalties. This new tactic, I wanted to get him more involved in the offense, and it's working. Pushed him furthermore up the pitch, and he's been popping in goals for me.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to see. Yeah, the first season I just played with 2 central midfielders, just regular central midfielders. Like literally CM role. They're the simplest to play for a lower league team. But this season, I'm like, well, we can be a little bit more creative, and so I put him as a Mazzala, and he's scoring. So can't argue with that. I mean, the other one is still just a flat central midfielder. bunch of players who have who are aggressive. It's a worry.
All right. I want to play the next game against you, and I'm going to call it a night since it's 1:30.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I know it's early. We're on the early side, but we'll play again on Wednesday night.
Exactly.
I want to try a couple of tweaks to my tactic against you.
I hope you find the magical formula.
It doesn't involve a center back going in goal.
Good. There's Benson scoring on a penalty, so he's just flying in both directions. Yeah, no, I hope you come up with something that really pushes us, to the brink, makes my players cry. I'd be fine with that.
That makes my players cry.
Well, at this point, we've had enough success against you that I wouldn't begrudge you a little bit of it returning the other direction, but only a little bit, not too much.
Okay, just a little.
I don't want our fortunes to completely turn around.
I'll muster a tie. How's that?
No, it's a cup game, so that would suck. Just only beat us like once every handful of games.
Okay. Yeah. Like once every 6. Okay,
right, one in every 6, and then maybe you could sprinkle in a league draw from time to time, but no more than that.
Okay. I didn't know this safe had terms and conditions on it. But...
Well, it does now, obviously.
That's what you want to do.
Oh, man. I mean, tactically, I know as well as anybody. It doesn't matter if you're playing a stronger team. If you come up with a good tactic that works, a lot of things can change. I'm just happy that I've come up with some pretty spectacular tactics. But I work hard on that. But I work very hard on them. But it helps to have, so much inside knowledge of the game.
True.
Teams are taking a lot of red cards against me lately. Bohemians just took one. I think this added pressure we've been putting on is forcing them to tackle a lot more than they would like. Which is good. Charles, you almost got beat to that ball. That's the problem with playing a sweeper keeper at this level. Sometimes they do stupid things.
Yes, I found out the first game tonight.
Yeah, well, Charles almost got beat to a ball he was running for. I think I concede more of my clean sheets from my goalkeeper doing stupid things. Oh my god, they took another red card. So they have 2 red-carded players. It's a good thing the game's about to end. Shit. This team decided to come in tackling hard on us, and it did not help them. Might be the most cards I've ever seen a team take against us. My game is done.
Sorry, I thought it continued.
No, that's okay. I didn't realize your game was done. How did yours go?
We won.
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
First time for everything.
No, you've been winning.
Doesn't feel like it.
It's like, well, look, that you're in 3rd. What? You have 4 wins. You have only two losses and a draw. I mean, you shouldn't have 2 losses. You should only have. Still. Yeah, I'm trying to milk as much out of Benson as I can before he ages out, because he just, he's 30 now, so 3 days until I play you. Tired. Training, rest. My new left back has been a real boon to my team as well. 2 goals, 3 assists already from my left back. That's a nice upgrade. Yeah. 5 goals between my center backs. My 2 starters, anyway. My other 2 center backs have 4 between them as well. So I have 7 goals 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 goals between my 4 center backs. They're still working.
No, that's not what I want to do.
So you might have a new owner soon, eh?
It's unlikely, is what they said.
Yeah, but they always do that. The yo-yo back and forth between it. Team that finished second twice in a row and is in European competition would be awfully attractive to a potential owner. I feel the anticipation. He's making tactical tweaks right now. I'm not going to change a single damn thing.
That's fine. Next thing I want to do is this.
Jesus, 4 out of 5 of my strikers are concerned about their playing time. How do I fix that?
Let's try this.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Alright, let's try this. Oh, wait. Got it. I thought I did my training. Oh, I did. Okay. Tactics. Training.
As well, I'm going to play him. I don't have enough playing time for him. I can't remember. Oh no, I brought him in on loan because he has no contract, but he won't sign for me. So
Oh, that's the last thing I need to do.
you sitting there trying to figure out a way to smash us?
Well, I have it in my head. I just have to make sure There we go. I got it now.
Got it.
I got it.
I'm excited, and now it's a good time to try it because it's a cup game.
And you'll still play again.
Okay, I didn't hear a word of that. You were very muffled.
You still probably will win 8-0.
Oh God, no! Don't be ridiculous. Ah, first win will set the new record for most consecutive victories. That would be. So one of us gets to win and likely play Shamrock. That means the path after
This is
that
true.
gets a lot easier.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Wow. One of either Fur House or Cabin Teely gets to be in the semifinal. Good for them.
Wow.
Yeah, right? So a reasonably small team is going to be in the semifinal of this thing. That'll give them a nice boost, whichever one it is. Let us see. Got my starters ready to go.
You're playing your starters in a cup game.
Yeah, only because it's you.
Oh, wow. I feel so honored.
I might not. It's hard to say. There's a couple of players.
Oh, another. Go ahead. Oh, finish what you're going to say. You're done? Okay. Have you ever played a save where you manage two teams with separate humans? Like two different managers?
Like
So, like, you.
locally?
Yeah. So, like, you were the manager of, like, Liverpool and the manager of Accrington?
Oh, yes, I have done that. That's
Have
fun.
you. Besides, like, testing tactics and stuff like that? Like, just for fun?
Yeah, no, I've done it a few times where it's literally Liverpool and Accrington. It's funny how you say that because those are the exact two teams I do it with. And my whole
I
point,
figured.
my whole purpose was I like playing as Liverpool, I like playing as Accrington, and I thought why not play both? And my objective was to get Accrington to the Premier League, but my objective was to also win with Liverpool. And then when they both got to the Premier League and it was time to play against one another, that's when I. Basically, when Accrington qualified for the Champions League alongside Liverpool, that's kind of when I quit. I'm like,
Okay.
I can't let myself be split between these two. But of course, I had them affiliated with one another, so I was loaning players to Accrington from Liverpool in order to help them move up the leagues, and that was a good time. Why not?
Okay.
You know?
Because, hold on. Because I was thinking when the African Leagues database comes out to have a manager in Africa and then a manager in the lower leagues of the US as well.
Oh, that would be a
So
really good time.
that way I can play both teams instead of having two separate saves.
Yeah,
So
that's a great idea. That's the way to go. Yeah.
okay.
Why limit yourself?
Benson's on a yellow card already.
I'm not worried about him. He's not that aggressive.
Okay.
Playing Mazzala too, so yeah, but that is an early yellow card, Benson. 2 minutes in? Come on, man. Are we that intimidated? It will force me to take him off probably at around halftime anyway. Won't finish the match knowing that he's got a yellow card. Unless, other crazy things happen. Injuries or worse cards. Look at this start. Look at this.
That was offsides.
This team just flying at me. What is this weird ass formation? Wingers, wingbacks, two center halves, a half back, and attacking. Nothing in the center, huh? Oh. Two pressing forwards and attack. What an interesting tactic you've thrown at me here.
Yes, sir.
Seems to be working. Keeping us at bay. What an interesting new smell you've discovered. Star Wars. When Han Solo and Chewbacca go down into the garbage pit. Oh my god, there's a lead! Oh no! Well, shit. Where did you pull? Right? 0.18 XG, that shouldn't have even been a goal. It is.
Only 18% of the time it's a goal.
Yeah.
That's what the XG is.
Yeah, understood. I'm flabbergasted by this game so far. We're losing on the only shot on target, and I hate that. It's not like we're playing badly. I don't know how the hell you're keeping the ball out of your own net. No. Wrong end to have a replay. Oh my. Oh no! Okay. 2 shots on goal, huh? No, not even. You've only got 1.
It's this
Oh, there it is. There it is. It finally caught up.
It took a second.
What an interesting new tactic you've discovered. Okay. It's fine. How did I end up in this menu? I didn't want to be here. How do we get out of the dumb menu?
What menu are you in?
There we go. The one where I couldn't hit cancel. There, I'm fine now.
You good? Okay.
It's good now. Let's see. How do I want to respond to this malarkey? Oh. Definitely don't concede another. Okay, well, I think choices are about to be very respond to this. So let's test. Nice move.
Offsides.
Oh, goal. Damn post. Well, at least you can go ahead and win this cup.
Wait a second. Don't fight me in the ass.
And off we go. This would be a tough game to lose. Honestly. Well, that's usually how it goes with these losses, though, is that the games you
Not over yet.
ought not to have lost.
Oh.
I don't mind losing when I get outplayed. The ones I hate are the ones when we play way better than the opposition and lose. These are the ones I hate the most. I don't mind losing the games where we get outplayed. Then at least it's like, well, okay, my team just didn't play well. The other team played better.
Not where I wanted to fall. You are the reason they scored, goalkeeper. You are the exact reason that they scored. You didn't listen to the instructions.
I don't think he should
No,
be a
he
sweeper
didn't.
keeper.
No, he just punted it into the wrong spot.
I think he should be a sweeper keeper. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll take that. Didn't have to drag him down by his collar, but I appreciate it. That was a horrible penalty at a time like that.
Yep. Let's see if they can concede another one after I said focus.
Does this go to penalties or extra time? Extra time. God damn it. We probably don't get an extra substitution either. It's the first thing I want to check, though. As extra time starts. I have no menu.
I have to finish my team talk.
I was worried. I thought, oh no, is this frozen? So I know you don't want to have to replay it. You won't get a game like that a second time.
No, thank you.
Let's go look. Substitution.
Mm.
So it is what it is. Can do should happen.
Oh my god.
What?
I just subbed you on.
Did you get an injury?
Yes. I just subbed him on too.
You don't have any substitutions, do you?
No. He was my last sub.
Or else you have to play the rest of the game down a man. That sucks balls.
I gotta think about this for a second.
Okay. I mean, yeah, by all means. Keeper gifted us a goal, and then your defender gifted us a goal. I don't feel like we earned this, so it's going to be an interesting conclusion. But a much tighter game is a fun new tactic you popped out there. Regardless of the result, this game was a hell of a lot more fun.
I think this is the only thing I can do. You know what? There you go. Let's try this. Oh, wait. Whoopsies. That's a goal.
Oh, yes. When the comeback is complete, hopefully. Sucks you had to be down a man, though. That just doesn't feel like a very good victory.
Yeah.
Because you played, like, tactically, you really had an answer for us that game. That was a hard fought one.
Not over yet. We can still send it to penalties.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Or even, score a pair. But still, I'm just talking about how tactically that was a really interesting thing you did. Hadn't seen anything quite like that.
Well,
Where did you get this idea from?
The last game.
Okay. Oh, sorry, you
I,
counter something. You were about to say counter something.
yes, and you know, I'll tell you, so you can tweak it afterwards.
Oh, I probably won't.
But I noticed how high pressing your team is.
Yeah.
And you leave space where a defensive midfielder would be. Right?
But I play with a defensive midfielder.
No, but your defense, because your formation is so high up on the pitch, like say, just outside the 18-yard box is just your two center backs. So if I had an attacking midfielder placed right there with two strikers pressing on your defenders, your center backs, it's more or less just playing a counter-attacking game.
Right. Okay.
So
But I do play with a defensive midfielder. What you're saying is my defensive midfielder goes too high up too?
Yeah, because that's how I scored the first 2 goals.
Gotcha.
Was through the midfield.
Well,
no, the first one of them was a cross.
The nice thing is that I did kind of notice that, and that's why you probably saw my formation change.
I know. I wanted to see if mine can 5 fucking goals.
Well, I mean, at this point you're down a man, so these goals don't matter that much. This is only because you're down a man. This game would be completely different if you didn't have to change your formation entirely.
So,
yeah, it was a good idea. I'm not gonna tweak it or change it. If you come back at me with that again, I'm gonna try to stick to what I was already doing and hope, because we played well in spite of that. We played really, really well. We went up 2-0, but we were still the quote unquote better team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I expect the games might be closer because of your tactic, but I don't know. It's too small of a sample size, and there's too many variables, such as a red card, there to really know how it would have played out.
Yeah. Well, on another day, I get 2 weeks off.
Yeah, well,
2 weeks in game.
You have till Wednesday to try to think of a masterful tactic to try to, like I said, make my players cry.
I have to. Yeah, exactly. We'll see how it goes. But
Bet.
I have. It's a start, so I have something.
I agree. I think it was great. I enjoyed watching that, especially at the start there.
Thanks.
Right, well, I'm going to log off of here. So good night to everybody. We'll be doing this again Wednesday. Tomorrow, probably some 7 Days to Die. So good night.